Today I'd like to talk to you about relationships and in particular why we stay in bad relationships. So why do we stay with people who are bad for us, and why do we stay with people who don't treat us well? The most kind of fundamental reason is that we stay in relationships that are bad for us because on some level we believe we deserve that mistreatment, or we believe that we're not deserving of better treatment. We don't value ourselves enough. What does it mean to be in a bad relationship? Well, I would say you're in a bad relationship if you feel disrespected by your partner, if you feel that your partner doesn't trust you, or that you don't trust your partner. You are in a bad relationship if your partner cheats on you and has relationships with other people behind your back, if your partner lies to you, if your partner avoids spending time with you and makes up stories about where they are. Any time when you feel like your boundaries have been crossed by your partner repeatedly without there being any change in behavior, that is a pretty shitty relationship. So what do you have to do to figure out how to get out of that relationship for yourself? I think the most important thing for you to work out is what do you need? What are your needs? What is important to you? A lot of us don't want to consider what our needs are, and that's really hard for us to go into. You know, we don't want to think about the vulnerability that involves thinking about our needs. But really to be looked after by yourself and by others, to really respect yourself enough to find the treatment and the care that you need, is about checking in with yourself, finding out what you feel, what you think, and what is good for you. And then once you have established that, you can determine whether this relationship that you're in supports you, supports those needs getting met. Obviously, not everything about the person you're with is going to meet every single one of your needs. No relationship is perfect. But you shouldn't be left feeling that your boundaries are being violated, that you're being disrespected, and that none of your needs are being met ever. Or that you should feel bad for communicating your needs, or scared to communicate your needs. So once you have established what you need, you can then work out whether this person that you're with is able to meet those needs. And if they aren't, then the best thing you can do is find another partner, or be on your own and work out how to meet your own needs. A lot of us stay in relationships that are not meeting our needs, that are actually causing us pain and making us feel sad, because we are afraid to be alone, or we're afraid what it might be like to have to try and find someone else. We think to ourselves, there won't be another person, there won't be someone better, this is as good as I'm going to get it. And I think that goes back to the same thing of you're not valuing yourself. If you value yourself, you'll know that you're worth the best that you can get. And the best is a relative concept, but basically you need to know what you are worth, how you value yourself, and not settle for anything less. There are obviously more internal and complex reasons why people stay with partners who are bad for them. Sometimes all that we know is mistreatment. So if you've come from a home where your parents mistreated you, or your family mistreated you, or you never knew the safety of a secure relationship, then it would make it even harder for you to know how to look for that, or even believe that you are worthy of that kind of relationship. So you would tend to repeat the same pattern with the partners in your life. You would tend to find people who replicated the dynamics that you were familiar with. And we don't do this consciously. We don't seek out the people that remind us of our family. We do it unconsciously. And so it's a process that we are not necessarily in control of, and a process that we're not necessarily aware of when it's happening. So part of this is about recognizing what you're doing unconsciously, and that's where therapy can be really helpful. that's just a small little snippet of this. If you have any follow-up questions, or you want me to clarify something, or anything else, please hit me up. I look forward to hearing from you.